It's like putting a cat toy on a string and just a big fast cat. So they have posts, yeah.
What is the cheetah get? What did the cheetah get?
They're coming. No, stay down. Max. Stay on the wood carpet. You can get up on the wood carpet, don't go higher, okay?
Yeah, pretty much everyone was fine.
See that string? He's going to chase that string. So you're going to get to see him run right by him. Okay?
He's right in front of you. You might want to look down anyway.
I know.
Possibility like you eat after that. Somebody was talking to the owner and he said, yeah, most of my clients aren't
I was here before the dog went there.
because he's right in the authority. It's just like this little street and it's got pubs and hotels and B&Bs and stuff like that, and it's right across from the castle. And so it's
Yeah, but if I could like in units and stuff.
so we didn't really just go walking.
Is that cool? Did you see the bubble?
Yeah, it looks like they're
The good spot.
Anytime. 10:31. Take your time.
All right, everybody say Jumbo.
Thank you.
Jumbo means hello.
He's not mine, but I
in
pushed him up
Swahili.
there.
So Jumbo, my name is Purdy, and welcome to the watering hole here at Heart of Africa. I will be your tour guide this morning. Before we get started, if everyone would not mind checking down around their knees and ankles, look behind you. If there are any shorter members of our audience, go on and let them on up to the front so everybody has a great view of the action. Also, all day long here at Heart of Africa, we ask that nobody sits anybody up on the railing. We like to keep our feet behind the railing or down on the ground. Thank you all so very much. Now, by stopping by the watering hole this morning, you have given yourselves the perfect opportunity at seeing dozens of different species come and use a watering hole like this throughout the day. The savannas of Africa are a really dry, hot, and flat place, not unlike Columbus during the summertime, and so small pools of water like this are extremely hard to come by. That means that throughout the day, a lot of different animals will come use a watering hole like this in a lot of different ways. Sometimes you might see gazelles and zebra coming down to take a drink. You might see ostriches wading in the shallows, warthogs wallowing in the mud, aardvarks out searching for food. But if you stop by at just the right time, usually very early in the morning, just like it is right now, you might even have the chance to see the fastest land mammal on the planet in action. And I think we might be lucky enough to see that today. Everyone, please direct your attention to the tower and the small door at the bottom. We are going to welcome Kessie, one of our 2-year-old cheetahs. She is small, but she is fast. Oh! And looks like we're having some trouble with our electric gazelle this morning. There we go. And almost caught it. Running down the back. Rounding that corner at breakneck pace. Almost had it again. And she's caught it. Let's hear it for Kessie. How awesome was that? Kessie is one of our just about 2.5-year-old cheetahs, and like I said, you all just got to see the fastest land mammal on the entire planet in action. Cheetahs like Kessie, they can run up to speeds of around 60 or even 70 miles per hour. But even more impressive than that, a cheetah like Kessie, she can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 3 seconds. That's faster than most sports cars, and she has to be able to run so quickly so that she can keep up with her prey. Pretty much every single part of a cheetah's body is built for life in the fast lane. Lions are meant to be big, powerful hunters. Leopards are meant to climb way up high in the trees, but cheetahs are meant to sprint across the savannas. They have super, super long legs that give them a really wide stride to get out in front of the ground. They have really long claws that we call semi-retractable claws. Basically what that means is their claws are always sticking out just a little bit, a lot like your dogs at home. Other cats, lions, leopards, serpals, even your house cats, they have retractable claws. They come back to their feet, but cheetahs are always poking out just a little bit, and they're able to use them like an athlete uses a pair of cleats to really dig down into the sands and dirts and grasses out in Africa, get really good traction, and that way they're able to keep up with their prey. I always like to say, if you're being stalked by a cheetah, I hope it's on a hardwood floor because you'll hear them clicking up behind you the whole way. Now, speaking of prey, down here in the watering hole, we don't have any live prey for our cheetahs to chase after. We do definitely prefer it that way. The keepers out on the savannah thank us for that as well. So instead, we have this really awesome lure system. It's basically just a big poofy ball, a dog toy on the end of a string, and we take that and run it through some pulleys all the way around the yard and back into a motor right over there. Restringing our lure at the moment and running a few this morning. This is Fran. Everybody give Fran a round of applause. Doing a great job today. And just to keep everybody up to speed, if you will, when we started doing cheetah runs here at the zoo, we didn't have this fancy system. All we had was Fran with a piece of chicken tied to her belt, and poor thing would sprint around as fast as she could. We moved some things around, we got the motor, and now she doesn't mind clogging in quite as much. Right, Fran? That's right, she's pretty happy to come to work now. Now here at the zoo, our cheetahs have an extremely important job. Not only do they come into the watering hole to show off their amazing speed, their amazing natural abilities, but they are also ambassadors for their cousins out in the wild. About 100 years ago, there were over 100,000 cheetahs left in Africa. As of last year, there's only about 6,500. So that number has gone down quite a bit, and that's due to a lot of different reasons. Sometimes cheetahs are losing their land, sometimes cheetahs are losing the food that they eat, and sometimes they're coming into conflict with farmers. Farmers keep their livestock rather out on the savannas of Africa, goats and sheep and cows, and those animals are not running free, they're in little corrals. If you're a cheetah, you know it is way easier to hop a fence and grab a big fat goat than it is to chase a gazelle across the savannah. It's a much easier meal for you, but the farmers aren't really thrilled about that. So they will take action against the cheetahs sometimes. It is leading to a drop in the population, so we wanted to do something here at the zoo. Just by visiting us at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, by buying a ticket, by visiting the snack stand, you are helping support 70 different conservation projects in 40 different countries all across the globe. 3 of those are actually helping cheetahs out in the wild. One of the projects we support gives really big guard dogs to the farmers out in Africa. They help protect their goats and their sheep and their cows from the cheetahs, and that way the cheetahs will never come steal livestock. They only hunt the gazelles and zebras. The farmers stay pretty happy, and it works out well for everybody. Here at the zoo, we wanted to tell that story a little bit more, so we also started pairing some dogs with our cheetahs, and they help our cats in a very different way. Cheetahs are kind of the original Frady cat, so when we started taking them new places, we wanted to raise them alongside the very vicious and extremely exotic yellow Labrador Retriever. Now it sounds a little funny, but the dogs give our cheetahs confidence, and in return, our dogs think that they are the fastest yellow labs on the planet. Everyone, this is Cash tearing around the watering hole. I would hate to be a gazelle, and he's cheating.
He is cheating.
I almost had it. Look at that determination. And he's got it. Let's hear it for him. Cash, fastest yellow lab in the East. Great job today, buddy. Cash, our yellow lab, helps our cheetahs by giving them confidence in just about every single situation that they enter. He helps us tell the story of cheetahs out in the wild, and he helps us save their wild cousins. And just today, by visiting the zoo, you all are helping us support that conservation as well. So thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you for supporting conservation, and have a very safe and happy 4th of July. We'll see you guys later.
He did. He cheated big time. He totally cut it over here.
He's a big, muscular dog, isn't he? He probably runs a lot.
Yeah. When we were here at Christmas for the lighting of the zoo lights, they had one of the promotions.